ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along here to RFL Season 4 Round 5 around the Spanish Grand Prix, the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, where the first Grand Prix was held here in 1991 in real life, and 66 laps around it, but we'll be having 33 around this very tricky, tight circuit today. So the circuit is 16 corners long with 4.655 kilometers per lap, and then the total race distance normally about 307 kilometers, that will be half today. And Daniel Ricciardo has the lap record around here of 1:18.441. So let's take you through the starting grid for Tier 1 RFL Spain. Grumpy Lion starts on pole position alongside AntiveBeacon, two shots there up the front, with both of them doing midfield in the championship, but really not front row quality. But they're doing that in qualifying. How can they transfer that into the race? Clenzo starts third place. He had a brilliant qualifying in Australia, had a couple of good qualifyings elsewhere in the season. He's continuing good form alongside Jolllyy, who's always been up in the top 4 in qualifying. Vapid Cute, 5th position for the other Renault, the second Renault, and Gorsh Crab making his debut today starts 6th position alongside Danny, the man who's the only other driver and on the grid today who's won a race so far this season, with Xbox Nuthead in 8th position. Nomad starts all the way down in 9th position, but decent qualifying for him, not as good as Baku, but second best qualifying this season, with Adam in 10th position, the man who was pole last time out in Baku. XSF1 the man who is making his debut today alongside Langman and Gorsh Crab. He starts 11th, just outside the top 10, with Schweiz in 12th position. Bwumsen starts 13th on the hard compound tyres, or qualified on hard. Same with Pred, who's 14th. Both of them score points last time out, and then Langman on his debut today, he starts at the back of the grid. Grumpy Lion on pole position ahead of AntiveBeacon in second place. Clenzo and Chandler on the second row, with Vapid and debutant Gorsh Crab in P6. Danny in P7 and Nuthead in P8. Who's going to take victory here in RFL Spain? The lights are coming on now ahead of the drivers. Lion on pole, Antiv alongside. We're away in RFL Spain. A decent start there by Antiv, but an even better one for Grumpy Lion, who gets an instant launch and a getaway there, and he's already ahead of AntiveBeacon. Chandler challenging Clenzo down towards Toro. He's going to take the inside line and P3 as Danny trying to make a move around the outside. He's going to go a bit wide and lose a couple of positions potentially, as there he cuts turn 2. He's down into P7, which is where he started, as Grumpy Lion gets away very nicely ahead of AntiveBeacon, ahead of Chandler, ahead of Clenzo, ahead of Vapid, ahead of Gorsh, ahead of Danny. Nuthead staying in a similar position to where he started. Nomad jumping at Adam as a side-by-side there, coming through turn 4 and now down towards turn 5. Nomad on the inside, he's going to hold that position as there Danny under pressure from Nuthead. But Adam swung around the outside and had that position. The top 10 is as it was, except Chandler swapped with Clenzo. So a brilliant start there from Chandler. And now his target is set on AntiveBeacon, who's beginning to pull away a little bit. The gap is 6/7 of a second as Danny's got past Gorsh there. And into turn 5, he defends the inside. And he's got the position. And he's up into P6. And his next target is Vapid Cute. But will it be enough to mount a challenge towards turn 1? He's catching, but it's not going to be enough. Grumpy Lion will hold this position without an amazing dive bomb from Antiv, but it's not going to be that way. And Antiv is going to have to stay in P2. And what a battle this is. 4 laps into the race. Clenzo's got a good run on Chandler, actually. He can make a move down towards turn 11. He can't make a move. He goes, he has a little think about it. It's actually, they made a bit of contact there, and he tries to have a look on the exit, but he just can't make a move. And Lion still leads Danny round the outside of Vapid Coot there into towards turn 1. Vapid trying to hold his ground very well now into turn 3. He's going to hold the inside. Gorsh trying to look around the outside there. He's got the best view of this as Danny forced off wide a bit by Vapid, and now Vapid on the inside for turn 4. Is he going to hold it around the inside? No, he doesn't. But Danny, who maybe ran wide, he can't make a move, so Vapid has to drop down to P6, and Gorsh having a look at Vapid down the inside towards turn 5 goes Gorsh, and Gorsh has got the position on Vapid. Vapid can't fight back unless he gets some good run down the hill. He can't though, and Vapid is down to P7 as they come down towards turn 1. Lion versus AntiveBeacon. Is AntiveBeacon going to be able to mount a challenge? He can't though. It's same old as Danny trying to make a challenge on Clenzo. He goes around the outside like he did on Vapid, and he's done it again on Clenzo. And now on the outside of turn 3, he's going to hang it around the outside. He's going to get better runs through there, and he takes P4. Danny is on a charge. He's climbing through the field, and Danny is ahead of Clenzo. But Clenzo is going down the inside again on turn 4. And he's got the position as Danny then drifts through the exit at turn 4. And Gorsh is having a look down the inside. Gorsh is getting involved here. And Gorsh wants his P5 away from Danny. But Danny holds his ground. And Danny keeps P5 here. And what a battle. But can't do anything down the straight. And look at how close Chandler is. Maybe Chandler will be able to catch up and overtake AntiveBeacon on this lap. Look at how much he's catching. 3 tenths, 2 tenths. And it could well be done here. As down the inside goes Chandler. He thinks better of it though. As we look at Antive, he was trying to think about a move on line as well. As Antive span. And he's hit the back of Chandler. Both of them come together. And Gorsh makes a great avoiding action as he got past Clenzo there. Danny's got past Chandler though is down to P7, 8, 9, and AntiveBeacon's down out of the points now with front wing damage. No, he's not got front wing damage, he was the one that was clattered into, so he's got away with it without front wing damage. Chandler does have front wing damage, and Danny's going to get right involved in this battle. And look at Danny now with slipstream and DRS, he's going to get up in towards P3. Surely this will be an easy move for Danny. As around the outside though, he's got the advantage of DRS and Gorsh, as Gorsh is on the outside of the track, as Danny has made it up into P3, but Clenzo's hanging it down the inside a little bit. Half-hearted move there, but it's not enough for Clenzo to hold on to that position. And Gorsh Crab will be catching him down the straight, but will it be enough for Gorsh Crab to make a move down towards turn 1? It looks like it might be, as Gorsh Crab goes to the inside, and he's going to make a move down the inside. He's going to take the lead here, but Lion cuts the corner there, trying to get out of it. Surely he's going to have to give that up. He was side by side, but he cut the corner to gain that position. Keep at the position, and he's actually gained time with Gorsh weaving in frustration there, trying to get any advantage he can. And now out the final corner we go, as Clenzo and Vapid are pitted, all the chasing pack are pitting as a response, but Gorsh on the inside there of Grumpy Lion. Lion will have no response. I think he's going to go to the inside though, he's going to try and make a move, he can't make a move though, and puts Gorsh under a little bit of pressure though, and he's now got Danny to contend with, who's right behind as Danny up the hill and round turn 3. Lion's going to actually fight back down towards turn 4. Gorsh has to defend the inside, but he can't do so. He's locked up though, as down the inside and switchback there comes Grumpy Lion, but he can't make any sort of move. And then Gorsh defending the inside towards turn 5, as you should. He does well there, but then locks up deep in towards turn 5. The Clenzo picks up a time penalty, but Grumpy Lion now up down towards turn 9 and in towards turn 10. He's got DOS on Gorsh Crab ahead. He's going to mount a move towards turn 10. Down the inside he goes on Gorsh Crab. Gorsh tries to defend it off, but he can't do that. And Lion's going to take the position back. And what a move that was for Lion. He can't be Lion the lead, as he's going to have to surely pit this lap now. I think that all the 3 of the leaders will pit this lap. Lion stays out. Gorsh and Danny come into pit. So Lion taking a bold strategy is staying out here. So where will Gorsh come out in comparison to BMG Clenzo is coming around the final corner. Gorsh is coming out of the pits at the moment. He's just ahead of Danny there. Danny had to brake in order to avoid hitting him. Clenzo is going to take that position, it looks like. It's going to be close. I think Clenzo is going to come along side by side with Danny, maybe behind Gorsh Crab. And it looks like Clenzo is going to get around the outside of Danny. He's going to try and make the move, and it's going to be provisional P3. And it is a provisional P3 for BMG Clenzo. And now his next target is Gorsh Crab in P5. Quick lap times, that surely won't last long, as Gorsh then leads out this really proper pack by 1 second as Lion comes out of the pits. He's going to come out in P2, just ahead of Gorsh Crab, just behind Gorsh Crab. He goes to the inside, he's going to be just behind Gorsh Crab in P5 and P2 of net positions. He's made a mistake on cold tyres, he's made a mistake and lost 2 positions. Clenzo into P5 and Danny up into P6. Lion has lost the position, and now he's going to try and move on Danny, but he can't make any sort of move. He's a bit too far back. At the moment on Langman, very nice cornering it anyway, as Clenzo battling with Danny down towards turn 11, as Clenzo on the inside there in towards turn 11. This is losing them time to Gorsh Crab in front, and this is not what they need for their battle for potentially the race win, as Danny trying to make him around the outside of the chicane. Surely you don't want to try it there, because you've got the long straight coming up. Now he's made a mistake really, and come under pressure from Lion, Vapid, Nomad and Xbox and that head behind. Danny weaving down the straight, bit in frustration most likely. There's 2.6 is the gap between Clenzo and Danny, as Danny through there on the inside with much better straight line speed takes P5 away from Clenzo, but Clenzo locks up, can't make a move back. I don't think he's going to be able to. They don't want to battle too much, because if they do, they're going to lose time to the chasing pack behind and then lose track position. But Pred to the outside of Bwumsen, trying to make a move, being forced off the track there. Through turn 2 he goes, cutting the track. He's going to give the position back to Bwumsen. Very sportsmanlike as he tucks back into P3. In the pits, where's he going to come out? He comes out behind, it looks like he's going to slot into the gap behind Clenzo, Danny, Gorsh, that group there. That's a very nice place to slot out. He's missed the traffic. Lion, I reckon, and I reckon that out in front, Langman, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane there. The Alfa Romeo reserve driver is in a huge spot of bother now. He's got a 5-second penalty, which will be added to his race time. He's going to come out the pits. He's going to come out probably about P4. Gorsh coming down the straight now. He comes out ahead. Danny, will he come out ahead of Langman? No, he doesn't. Langman slots into P2 behind Gorsh Club. So the man who was last after lap 1 is now in P2. That's not going to change, as Langman is making a move for the lead down towards turn 10. He's gone down the inside of Gorsh Club, and he's taken the lead of this race. Gorsh Club is down to second. Langman leads this race, and from last to first, Langman leads the race on laps 22 of 33. Bwumsen at the moment, but here comes Bwumsen on Clenzo down the inside, and he's going to take that position towards turn 1. Easy move on those medium compound tyres. He takes P4 as we come down the straight, down towards turn 1. Who's going to take P3 in the final podium spot in this race? Is it going to be Danny or Bwumsen? Bwumsen looks to the inside, but he can't make a move, and Danny stays in P3. And now up the hill we go, onto the right-hander, the long right-hander, the difficult right-hander, and a bad run there from Danny. Gives Bwumsen the opportunity down towards turn 4. Danny defends the inside, Bwumsen round the outside. Bwumsen's going to try and make a move round the outside of turn 4, lap 28 here for the podium, and he's got the position. He's ahead of Danny. But that's not the case on penalties, as Danny is catching up to Bwumsen, catching. Bwumsen to the inside, he tries to defend, Danny to the outside. This is a battle for the potential race win here, as Bwumsen defends it very nicely now on the exit of turn 3. Danny tries to make a move, he has to back off though. He has got on the grass and he lost the time. He needed to try and gain through turn 3, and he's now behind Bwumsen. But Langman, at the moment, he's pushing as hard as he can. He knows this race winner that's threat. 7.7 is the gap between himself and Bwumsen. That is going to be the gap that we need to watch, as Langman cuts a corner there. Try and get any advantage he can. He's got the warning in hand. As across the line comes Langman. He's going to provisionally take the win here. Gorsh will come home second. What will Bwumsen be able to do? As he comes around the final corner, 8.008 is now 7. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be enough for Bwumsen to take the victory. Bwumsen wins ahead of Langman, ahead of Gorsh, ahead of Danny there. All separated by 0.5 of a second. Oh, so close between them all. As Pred comes home in P5. And Clenzo comes home in P6. Aiden and Nomad then follow through. Nomad did actually get caught by Aiden in the end, but then Chandler got in ahead of Lion at the end of the race. Vapid Coot rounds off a miserable day for Renault ahead of Nuthead, ahead of AntiveBeacon, who AntiveBeacon will get the fastest lap of the race. But what a finish that was.